Hello everyone, Luxness here, your coach for the Cloning Galades, and today I am here with my round 1 playoffs for the PCL. Now, I know that I am a bit late with this, however, I had a ton of stuff going on during the week that this was supposed to be uploaded. I had a lot of tests. I'm actually going to Rome this week. Well, actually, I'm recording this the day before I go, just like a few of the other videos that you'll probably see soon, hopefully, but this has priority right now. So this is the first of my batch of recordings. You'll probably hear it sometime. And yes, this was a recording on Showdown. This was played on Showdown. I mean, had some issues while getting my mons breeded. Basically, when they were traded over, I disconnected. Probably might have been Die, because Die actually bred. I said breeded. I'm so stupid. Die actually bred my mons for me, and quote unquote bred, of course. Let's get that bread. I'm all over the place, but basically he got them bred for me, but me disconnected mid trade, so we got a trade penalty, so we had to do it on Showdown instead. We fight Doc, who I need to find his team real quick, because I don't have this open and stuff, because I'm recording this very late minute. Last minute. I am all over the place. I am sorry. He has a team of Mew with Zemus, Milotic, Haxorus, Jolteon, Rubombi, Ninjask with Zemus, Hoopa Unbound, Infernape, Donphan, Cryogonal, and Mega Mawile. As you can see, we brought the Ninjask, the Jolteon, the Rubombi, the Mega Mawile, the Mew, and his Infernape. Now, we brought a Mega Lopunny with enough speed to outspeed the Rubombi with Fake Out Last Resort. This is indeed a Fake Out Last Resort Lopunny. It does quite well against his entire team, even Mawile, if he doesn't have the Intimidate drop, and if he's not max defense. A Thunderbolt from Magnezone into Fake Out Last Resort will kill it. So stuff like that and everything else just dies to Fake Out plus Last Resort, right? So that's what heavily made me consider this. And hell yeah, this is going to work. It's going to be great. Stuff and things. I'm trying to find my own team right now, because I don't necessarily have that open. This is not the team. I got a message. This is somewhere else. It's not. It is relevant, but it isn't right now. I'm just going to keep speaking. There it is. So we also got Magnezone, which is again specs is the exact same set I brought last time. It specs with enough speed to outspeed max speed Mawile. Just max special attack. It hits everything really hard. His only ground type is Donphan, which if I bring Cloyster, Donphan just kinda gets stomped on. And Donphan is just really easy for my team to deal with in general, so I didn't feel like he was bringing that necessarily. Then we have Gligar here, which is my Infernape check if he is physical Infernape. Basically, physical Infernape can do barely anything against Gligar. And we have Earthquake, Roost, Stealth Rock, and U-Turn. Stealth Rock is just very nice against this team, as it's very momentum heavy, with Jolteon, Mew potentially carrying it, Infernape. What else did he have? Stuff like Rubombi also gets it, of course, and with Baton Passing as well, could be very beneficial to me, and especially that Ninjask, and breaking sashes as well, like Sash Rubombi being broken, and all that kind of nice stuff. Rocks were just really nice in this game for me, especially since his removers aren't too good. He has Mew, but he doesn't want to carry Defog on that always. Or Bombi, which is weak to rocks. Cryogonal, which is also weak to rocks, and Donphan. But I expand more on this in my one of my later mods. We also have Florges, which was made to be able to take on any especially defensive wall, but also still being able to take hits physical hits quite well by being max physical defense. We have Moonblaster, Wish, Aromatherapy, and Defog. Oh yeah, the Magnezone has Thunderbolt, Flash Gun, and Power-Ice, and Volt Switch. I forgot to mention that. We brought the exact same Darkrai set, which was to outspeed plus 2 speed Hoopa and Bound with Choice Scarf. I didn't actually say my sets last time because I did something different that video. But we are basically Choice Scarf Darkrai, Naive Nature, because that's important. Because max speed Darkrai, like literal max speed Choice Scarf, outspeeds a plus 2, like max speed boosting nature, Hoopa Unbound, which was insane to me because that means that any speed pass he does, I can just deal with it. We have Dark Pulse, Incinerate for the Mega Mawa, X Scissor for the Hoopa Unbound, and Psychic for the Infernape. And then last but not least, we have Vanguard or Scolipede with Groundium Z. Enough speed to outspeed the Mew because I didn't think that I would ever stay in an Infernape. X Scissor, Poison Jab, Earthquake, and Toxic Spikes, which is the hazard thing. Now, Mew getting Toxic is very huge. He has nothing on his team that can absorb Toxic Spikes, to my knowledge. He does not. Mega Mawile is the only thing immune to it, but Mega Mawile gets quite pressured by Magnezone, by Darkrai with Incinerate, that kind of stuff. And it is very nice for me to have what's it called, the Toxic Spikes, especially since his main form of hazard removal all is grounded. Like Mew grounded, or Bombi if it wants to carry Defog for whatever reason grounded. Ninjask is not going to carry Defog. Cryogonal if he wants to bring that, okay, that's the one thing. And then Donphan also gets Toxic, which breaks its sturdy, which is huge for me. So, all in all, that is basically the team I brought. This is the team he brought. Let's get right into the match. Now, right here, my immediate game plan is lead with Scolipede, get my Toxic Spikes up, immediately start pushing him. Unfortunately for me, he leads with Infernape, and I didn't want to risk this to be Scarf, because if I max speed, of course, he won't outspeed. But if he stays in here, he is either Shuka, or Pasho, and he's predicting me to go for that for whatever reason at turn 1, or he is Scarf and knows that he outspeeds me. And I was leaning heavily towards Scarf since it also outspeeds Megalop and non-Scarf Darkrai, and also Scarf Magnezone. So I had a feeling that he could be Scarf Infernape. Well, I had a good feeling that it was going to be Scarf Infernape. Basically, I then go into my Gligar, just does about Scarf damage. It could still be like Resist Berry, but we don't know that yet. And right here, he goes out into Berry, which is a Ribombee. And I saw the opportunity here, since Infernape does basically nothing to me, to get up my rocks. Here he goes for Sticky Web, and I just go for the U-turn, knowing that I can freely get a Magnezone against this Ribombee. And seeing as he carried HP ground last time, I felt like, and it didn't really do anything for him, I felt like he wouldn't bring it this time, since Magnezone would usually just pivot out. Like, I think he did Revenge Kill Magnezone with it, but that was when I was already sacking Magnezone anyway, and I was just trying to like get damage off and things, so that wasn't too bad of a situation for me. So, or I think I switched Magnezone out into Scolipede and he just something like that. So basically we go hard Magnezone here and we just click Flash Cannon since it's extremely free against the rest of his team. Nothing really wants to take a Specs Flash Cannon from Magnezone. He goes for Moonblast, does about 29, does unfortunately lower my special attack, but we still KO'd him for Bombi either way. He goes out into Golduck, his Infernape, and we can just go out into Gligar here. Again, Gligar can take this any day of the week. He takes a shit ton of damage from the rocks with Ninjask, which is nice for me, as he does reveal to be Sword Dance here. He was actually just straight up sweeping Ninjask, and he goes for Dig. Now, I am lucky that Dig is a 2-turn move, because I can just go out into Gligar here, and basically he goes for what's called Sword Dance here. I don't really understand why, as I can just go out into Lopunny, and if I was fake out Quick Attack, I could just straight up kill him here. So that is it is kind of weird play to me. But he goes for Leech Life here, and gets a bit of health back, and knowing that I can just U-turn out here at all times, and bring him in range of fake out. Even after a Leech Life, we should be fine. We can just fake out. Then he goes out into Mew, which I got into Florges because it can deal with either physical or special Mew. And Rock Polish doesn't really reveal anything at this point. He goes for Nasty Plot, which is quite scary, as if he is Genesis Supernova, I could be in a very bad position right here. But he does, as I get rid of the webs, because that was very detrimental. Because if he's like Modest Mew, I could outspeed with Darkrai, I'm pretty sure. So he goes for Nasty Plot. I just go for Moonblast here, hoping to possibly lower the special attack, and just straight do some damage, because it's going to help me a lot in the long run. He goes for Shadow Ball, which does a clean 50% of Florges, and then goes for All Out Pummeling into that, possibly predicting my Lopunny switch. So right here, I can just go out into Lopunny again, click Fake Out, get the kill on Mew, have that gone. And right here, I decide that it's time to sack off Lopunny, as I can just get free damage with Last Resort, just go into Max Zone, click Thunderbolt, do a lot of damage. Luckily, for us, he misses his Play Rough, and he actually isn't Intimidate. So we just get 2 free Last Resorts, which allows me to go into Scolipede, which is very nice for me, as I can just Tectonic Rage this Mega Mongo now, and then get my speed boost. Now the reason that this is nice to me is that since I only outspeed the Mew with Speed Creep, if he is Scarf Infernape, this will show it to me right here. If he outspeeds me here, he is Scarf. If he doesn't, then I can just freely Earthquake the rest of his team. He does turn out to be Scarf, kills the Scolipede, but now I can just freely go on Darkrai and click Psychic, as he now goes out into Jolteon, and just for safe play I just go into Gligar, sack that off first, and see what this Jolteon is going to do. He's Life Orb, takes a bit of Life Orb damage of course. Gligar unfortunately goes down, but here we can get a free Flash Cannon off on the Jolteon, dealing a massive chunk of damage with a crit, which didn't actually matter, it just allowed me to use X Scissor to kill instead of Dark Pulse. Either way, we win our round 1 playoffs very nicely, finishing it off with our Darkrai. Good game to Doc. I don't really remember much after this match. It was basically just a good game. It was quite back and forth, especially towards the end. Like that Mew, if it had been a bit of a different set, it probably could have swept me. I didn't play around it too well. And maybe if he was like Genesis Supernova, but I doubt that killed Florges in 1 hit. I would have to count that later, because now I'm interested. But either way, this was my round 1 playoffs for PCL, and we actually fight JB next, which, spoiler alert, we fight JB next, I should say. If you haven't already seen like the other rounds of playoffs, you should probably watch those, because they're very intense matches. Like a lot of the matches were just really close and were really fun to watch. Either way, that was it for this video. See you guys later. Peace out.